Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow, and I'm here to do the video for the How Boho Can You Go collaboration, hashtag How Boho Can You Go, and it's collaboration hosted by Rachel from RachandBella Crafts, and I was invited to join in, so yeah, I'm very happy about it. This is going to be my third Bohemian journal. Well, I already made the third, but it's not finished. And the previous one I did last month because I did a collaboration together with Suzanne from Nonstop Papercrafts, and we made boho kits together and did a collab. And I made a journal on there too. In case you want to be inspired by things you can make for your Bohemian journal, maybe you also want to watch that or some of the videos, but I'm sure there will be a lot to see during the collaboration too, because there are many channels joining in and they are all fabulous and talented people. I'm sure you will be inspired by those people too. I did print out a few things. First, maybe I'm going to show you a little bit of the journal. I made a ringbow journal. This is the back side of the cover, and the fabric is actually a fabric that I received from Rachel in a swap we did. I sent her the Edith Holden book in Dutch, and she sent me some of her fabrics, and I've been hoarding them. But today, well, not today, but in this journal, I used a piece of her fabric, and I added several layers, and I have a video on how I made it, and I put on my dream catcher that I made last month because I thought it would really fit on this journal. This is a pocket, and I want to create a tag to go in here, or maybe a journal card, because what I want to show you, I have several things I want to show you. First, I made this page spinner, and I'm going to show you how I made it, but this time I'm not going to do it on a page, I'm going to do it on a tag, but the principle is the same, the process is exactly the same. So we're going to do that. It looks like this on the other side, and I'm just going to flip through the journal. Like I said, it's not finished yet, but I will have more videos when I'm working on this. Little butterfly page I made. These are printed on, it's called chalk paper here in the Netherlands. It's not vellum, but it looks like vellum, but it's a little different. It's more sturdy. And this is just a fabric cluster. Also printed on music paper to see how that turned out. Oh, there's one of the little helpers jumping on my desk. Okay, who are you? It's Buddy. This is going to be, I want to turn this into a pocket. This is printed on like sort of canvas paper. The other side of the printed music paper, and the beautiful Bohemian girls inside. This is going to be something that I'm going to embellish, but not today. Coffee dyed, well, food colored paper. Beautiful girl from the kit. I have to say, I'm not sure, maybe this is a drop of moist that is on the paper, so this is not actually in the kit, but I think I dropped something on it. So don't think it comes like this, it comes beautiful without the drop. And yeah, I really like the Bohemian girls. This is one of my favorite pages. I like the blue, the yellow, and the light tones. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, all the papers are gorgeous. There are many kits with boho theme specialties in Rachel's shop, and I have all the links down below. And I also have a link to all the channels that are joining in with the date their video will be released. And this is the back side of the cover. But yes, like I said, we are going to make this on a tag. So first, let me make the spinning embellishment on the tag. Okay, my little helper is still on the desk. Say goodbye to everybody. You have to go, sweetheart, because I have to craft. Yeah, move, move, move. He's not very willing to go, so okay, go. Okay, I have one helper from the desk and then the other one jumped in, but we are going to be working with this tag. So I'm going to cut it and back it. Well, make a backing. I'm not going to glue them together yet, so I'm going to do the cutting off camera. So I did cut the tag. I do have to cut the angles, and I'm going to use this page as the backing. And one of the circles, actually two of the circles from the kit are going to be used to make the spinning part. I have this one, and this is just the same width or size as this one, and this is going to be the backing. And we need to do some inking on here. And for this project, you need an embossing machine or a circle punch of this size. I don't have that, so I need to use my embossing machine. So I cut out the circle with the die cut on my embossing die cutting machine, and now I am lining up the back to the front side so it's all the same. And so you have a front side with a circle and a back side with a circle. And I remember that I forgot to also punch the circle or cut the circle in a like a cardstock paper and slide it in between because it needs some sturdiness. Obviously it's a tag and I forgot to do that. So in a while you will see me do that also. I'm going to do some inking. Yeah, you should really check out Rachel's Etsy shop, and especially these Bohemian kits. They are just so colorful and bright, and yeah, they are very boho to me. I really like working with these. Going to ink this one too. Maybe I already did. I'm still debating if I'm going to use this as the backing, because when it's, yeah, I'm going to do that because when it's spinning, you have the exact piece from the kit. That's kind of cool, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to, this is going to be my backing, so I'm going to put some glue on here. Wiggle it a little so the glue is everywhere, and I'm going to ink around the border also. I am going to sturdy this one a little bit with this piece that I have also cut out. Yeah, make sure they are aligned. And I'm doing this with circles, but maybe you can do it with heart-shaped dies too, and other things. There are multiple possibilities to make this, but the beautiful circles were in the kit, so I thought let's make a page spinner or a tag spinner with this. So I have this wire, and you just cut off a string. And then you place it in the middle. I'm not going to measure it, I'm just going to place it on here. And then use, how is it called? Tape? I forgot the name. we call it plakband. So that's why I have problems getting to the word tape. And I'm really going to stick this down to make sure this stays. And then when it's like this, you can straighten it a little bit. And now it's time to glue this onto the other half. Using fabric tack to make sure it will stay. Then put it over here. And if you just want to put it in between the two layers of the tag without sewing, you can go ahead and do that. But I want to sew around these circles on the inside and also on the border of the tag. And I want some inking. I'm also going to ink this a little, so no white is showing. And the other thing I'm going to do now is, because I didn't use my the thickest paper. Well, I did use the thickest paper I use usually to print on, but this will not be a very sturdy tag. For a page this will be okay, but I do need some backing, so I have to cut another piece of cardstock inside, take out the ring and glue it on to make sure this is a sturdy tag. So I'm going to do that. And the easiest way to do that is line it up to the bottom and just draw where you need to cut out the circle. And then cut it to size. Make sure it doesn't move. So I'm going to do the same procedure like I did with the other two. Tape it down a little and put it under my cutting machine. And I'm also going to ink the inside because I don't want any white edges to show, just to be sure. I didn't try to see if it fits. Yeah, sort of. I can always cut off a tiny bit. That's okay. I'm going to glue this onto this side. And after the gluing, I'm going to first sew in the circle, around the middle part circle. Okay, this is not exactly straight, but straight enough to make it sturdy. So, like I said, I'm going to sew around this and around this area. So I did the sewing. You could also glue in this element and sew afterwards, but you have to sew around the thread. And I kept the thread a little bit longer than I did on the page, because the page is in the journal and this is going to be taken in and out of the journal. And that's why I thought maybe it's better to do it separate to make sure it doesn't when you sew break you break your needle, because well, we don't want to do that because it also messes up your tag. So that's why I chose to do 2 separate sewing parts. And again, I need some tape. This is some packaging tape, so it's the the largest size. And I'm going first try a little bit to find the middle so it has the room to spin, and then just do this to make sure it stays on the tag. If you don't have the wire, maybe you can also use waxed thread, because that's rather sturdy too. And the only thing is you need to really put some tension on it before you tape down the bottom half, but I think that can work too. So now you have this and it's able to spin. Now we have to glue these 2 parts together. And another extra thing that is handy using a glue stick, you have more room to wiggle. Because if you use like Fabri-Tac right away, you can't do this. Line up the back and the front. That's not possible. And I noticed I have to take off a little bit of this. And I go over it with my bone folder to make sure the glue is really everywhere. So I need to cut off a little bit of this side. Fix the inking. Okay, what is happening here? It's also a little bit of white sticking out. And I need to take off a little bit over here. Oh, on this side too. Yeah. I think I have everything covered now. So I'm going to sew around the tag and then you will see me back. So, I always have issues when I'm in a collab with my sewing machine. I don't know why that is, but it's always a thing. So yeah, my stitching is not the best, although I don't mind, because I like that it's not perfect. But this is the tag and it is spinning. The only thing I don't like is I need more ink on here. And you could also put like a butterfly on here too, or even a flower if you want to. I'm not going to do that now. I do want to add a little piece on top to finish the tag. And I have this tab punch. I have it for a few weeks now. Didn't do much with it. Let me grab a paper that I can use to cut from. This is a misprint. I'm going to use this part. And then I'm going to put that on top of the tag as a tag topper. Although, oh, there's something in between still. That's why it doesn't fit. Something over there. Okay. Maybe I can do... I want this piece So I need to cut this. Okay, I'm going to use the butterfly. It's okay. To ink. Oh, maybe I can put it on the side. That's fun too. And then the messed up sewing won't show too much. I can cover it up. I think that's pretty smart. Yeah. And I want to add an eyelet on here and put some lace through it, but I also want to add one of the words he had here. I'm going to do which one? I'm going to do boho chic. Yeah, that's a cool word for this tag. So, but the principle of this in a journal page is actually the same. There's not a difference in between making it over here and doing that. So that's the same. But it's nice to have something different. Should I put it? I think I'm going to put it over here. Because if I put it as low as possible, the tag will not slide into a pocket very easy. So that's something you have to consider too. I'm going to run this under the sewing machine, then glue it on, punch a hole and finish the tag. Sewn around this little label I created with the word and a little, well, it's like faux jute. I don't believe it's real jute, but it has the same look and feel. I'm going to add it where? Over here, like so. And then it needs something on the top. I'm going to use this lace. Okay, this needs to be a little shorter. So thinking about putting an eyelet in here, just for fun. So it has a little bit more interest. I think this is a double one. Or not. Some are, yeah, some go in another eyelet, so you have a double. The other way around. Okay, to balance things out, I'm also going to put an eyelet over here. So there are 3. Maybe over here, so, or on here, so I could put a dangle on. That's fun too. So I have a ball pin and a little butterfly. I thought it would be nice over here. And I'm also checking, maybe I need to do this in another color or the same. Not sure yet. Okay, it has to hang like this. Okay, I need to squeeze the eyelet a little bit more because I didn't squeeze it very well. Yeah, now it's good. And then put it in like so. It's not working. Yeah, it is. And then I need to cut this a little bit shorter. So let me show it on one of the beautiful backing pages. Maybe this way it's better. But this is what we got now. And this is spinning. Let me see if I can put this in front of the journal. So I have the beautiful papers over here. I have the journal. Let's see how this will look on the front. Okay, this can work. Yeah, I do like it. So you saw me create this spinner tag using the template. The template will be available on my Ko-fi page because I don't think everybody is a member of my Facebook group. But it will be posted in my Facebook group too. But for those of you that want to use that template, it's on my Ko-fi page too. Maybe I should just cut a little bit off here. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, I do believe like a circle punch or a die cut works best, but in case you don't have that, you can do this, or of course you can also draw a circle yourself and cut it out. But I thought maybe it's handy if you have like sort of a guide. I'm going to embellish this, but I want to use something from the kit because there are some pretty images inside. And I have this, and this is one of my favorite pages. I printed this on some sort of ledger, but I wanted to put it in the journal, but it didn't work because it's very thin. But I'm very much in love with this strip thing. So I thought I can put it on the tag. I'm going to put it over here. Halfway. And the other half is going on the other side. And I also want to put one of the ephemera pieces on it because there are a lot of ephemera pieces in the kit. This sheet. And I printed it instead of like this, like so, and then selected printing fits to the page, so it's going to scale it down that it actually fits on the page. And I like this one a lot. I'm going to cut that one up and use it in the journal, on the tag. A little inking. And I think it needs something to put behind. I can also put on this. This is fun too. Yeah. This is some sort of jute. It's not real jute, but it's it has a look and a feel of jute. Okay, my glue is not gluing. And on this one I don't want to sew, to show you if you don't have a sewing machine you can still create this beautiful tag. And obviously you have beautiful pages to work with, so it's not hard to make a beautiful tag. And the tags that come in the kit doesn't really need any decoration. I'm going to put it over here. And I want to do some inking over here. So I have this stencil and I want to use blue. Oh, this is gorgeous. But to be honest, this paper doesn't need the inking. It's pretty already. But yeah, I really like creating more layers without making it bulky. I'm going to put just a little bit of pink on here too. Got some ink at the back. It's too bad. Not sure I can remove it. I don't think so. I can try. No, I can't remove it. It's on there. Yeah. I really don't like that, but it's, yeah, it's already there, so it's nothing I can do now. And I want to add just a little bit of lace on the tag. Over here. I'm trying to fit this over here. That's why I'm going back and forth. So, and yeah, I want to create a tab thing on this too. Let me see. So I have here a leftover piece. This beautiful blue paper, and I want to put that on the tag. Let me check. I want it over here or on this side. I think I want it on the right side. Yeah. Over here. Come on. Of course, I need to make a tag topper on here too. And I want to put a dangle on it also. And I almost forgot. I want to put one of these words on. Let me see. This word, Bohemian. Oh, first, glue it on here. Sorry, I bumped the camera. I don't know about you, how the weather is where you live, but here in the Netherlands it's extremely hot, which is weird for the time of the year. I'm thinking about putting it on here, although it kind of covers up the, maybe I can do it like so. So you see what the butterfly on the other side. Yeah, this is cool. Yesterday it was 30 degrees, and I don't know about today. I think it's probably the same or even worse. It was so hot. Yeah, for the time of the year, not supposed to be this hot at all. Normally I would have sewn around this tag, but I said I wanted to show you what it looks like without the sewing. So yeah, I'm going to do that because I said I was going to, but I'm tempted to put it under the sewing machine because I really like the sewn effect on it. But yeah, I'm going to put this one through. I'm just going to add a little bit of wire on here to keep it together. Okay. So I'm just doing this. I don't know how you call this in English, to be honest. Je draait het eromheen, zo. That is how we call it in Dutch. But I think you don't understand what I'm saying if I say that. Some of you are understanding because some Dutch ladies are watching this channel too. But yeah, like I said, it's extremely hot today. It's insane. This is not typical Dutch weather. Yeah, we're getting it's getting, when we have rain, it is extreme rain, more than we usually have. And when it's hot, it's very hot, also more than we usually have. Okay, this needs to be in an angle. Oh. And of course, I'm still working on the journal. It's not that I only did this, but everybody, well, I've seen a lot of journals, and I wanted to do something, a small project everybody can try and create. So yeah, that's why I chose a smaller project. Add a dangle on here. And I want to create a dangle from one of these ladies. Not sure if I want this. I think I'm going for this one because she is bright. And I'm cutting inside the frame because it needs to fit on that piece of jute. So maybe I'm going to take this piece, by the way, but maybe it's going to take a little bit longer than usual. But I really want to create this tag together with you. Okay, not sure. Yeah. I do this on here. And I'm doing this on here. You can also do this with lace, of course. It doesn't have to be this. Maybe I should. I wanted to create some sort of small tag, but maybe this is nice too. I need a small hole in here, otherwise it will be too big. I can't put an eyelet in. Grabbing one of my ball pins. I also have this fabric that is gifted to me by Rachel. It's also on the cover of the journal. Okay, this is not going to work. Needs to be slightly smaller. I'm going to put it in here. Okay, it needs to be like so. And I think I'm going to glue this together. So it stays like so. I'm going to take off a tiny bit from this and a tiny bit from this. And maybe I even glue it to the back of the dangle piece to make sure it stays like this. Oh, I really like this. I'm really happy with how these tags turned out. Just going to clean my desk for a while, for a little. I will do that off camera, and then you will see me back with the final things we did. So this is what we got. This one I created with a die cut, and obviously this dangle piece is a little bit lower, and you saw me make this in the other part of this video. And this is made with the template, so you can make one yourself if you are interested. Backside, need a spot for this, and put it in here on the front so it can dangle over here. Yeah, we can do that. So yeah, this is my video with the dangles. Like I said, on a page it's the same process as on the tag. Do it also without sewing because they both look pretty. So yeah, this is it for today. Make sure you follow all the other videos too. Like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, very important. Please do leave comments because that really helps build people's channels, and also it's very rewarding if you made a video and you receive some nice comments. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope to see you next time. Greetings from the Netherlands. Bye bye. Bye.